Decentralized science is the emerging industry within crypto, which you likely have never heard of. But in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 reasons why I believe everyone who learns about decentralized science inevitably becomes a bull on the industry. Let's get right into this narrative. We are talking about an entire industry within crypto, an entire sector that is currently valued at less than $1 billion. Not just a single coin, but all of the coins combined right now is sitting around $723 million in market cap. And that is after we've seen some crazy run-ups in the industry leaders of hundreds of % over the last week. So here are my 3 reasons as to why I believe everyone is very bullish on this industry. The first one up is the total addressable market of decentralized science. So if you were unaware, the United States specifically spends around $886 billion annually on research and development. That is science. That is scientific innovation, that is accelerating innovation and adoption of technology. Research and development. In 2022, they spent $886 billion. That was an increase of $72 billion from the prior year. We're in the year 2024. We are rapidly approaching $1 trillion of total spend in research and development. That is monstrous, and that is significantly smaller than the amount of money that the United States spends in healthcare. Now, healthcare, they spend $4.5 trillion in the same year of 2022. I know we're in 2024, but that is compounding at an annual rate of around 4%. So this industry is many trillions of dollars large. The total addressable market for decentralized science, that is research and development and healthcare, because healthcare is such an important fundamental factor within humankind. Like, I could go on a huge rant just on that specifically, but those 2 industries are prime for disruption. Those 2 industries, the total addressable market is approaching $10 trillion over the next decade or so, and decentralized science is attempting to push them into the forefront of innovation and actually implement things like artificial intelligence or open source technology or distributed ledgers, so people have transparency and all the fun things that everyone talks about with decentralized technology. What is so important though right now with this? Okay, we've established the total addressable market. In my opinion, that is reason number 1. The reason why you probably clicked on this video and the reason why people are going crazy for the industry right now is because we're getting recognition from the likes of CZ, Brian Armstrong, Vitalik. Some of the biggest names across all of Web3 are starting to pay really close attention to decentralized science, and furthermore, literally hosting events about DeSci in very small niche little communities. So this is a photo of an event that just happened in Thailand. It is at DeSci Bangkok, and CZ, after the announcement that Binance Labs made an announcement stating that they were investing into Bio Protocol, one of the largest DeSci projects in the entire space. After the fact, CZ has been extraordinarily open about how bullish he is on biotech specifically, but biotech on blockchain, aka DeSci. Now, Vitalik, he's been bullish on DeSci for years. He wrote many articles on it. He actually called me out for not having fully read one of his article posts this week after he posted about betting markets and prediction markets for scientific research. Now, I know I'm getting a little bit into the weeds on this, so I don't want to get, again, this deserves a video in and of itself. Right now, I'm just trying to outline the 3 bullish reasons for decentralized science. Brian Armstrong co-founded a research hub. Brian Armstrong literally is the co-founder of a DeSci project with a $35-40 million market cap right now. It is a micro cap industry. Binance Labs is investing into Bio Protocol, which is at around $140 million market cap. The token's not even live at the time that I'm recording this video at. But together, these 3, honestly, industry leaders are merging together to push the industry forward and give it that notoriety and give it that credibility, that social credibility. And so people are starting to take notice because they're smart guys. They're not going to be wasting their time in something if they don't think there's a good ROI in that industry. It also, I could get into the whole ethos behind why when you get a lot of money, you're like, oh shit, money means nothing. What can I do about my legacy? I want people to remember me. Oh, what if I find the cure to cancer? Then people will remember me. And so they're funneling tons of money into this stuff. That's just a very, very like funny example, right? But it's something that you guys can probably relate with because you see it all the time. When billionaires become billionaires, they start going into the philanthropical area of their life, and they just start donating money and they start funding stuff with the hope of having a lasting impact on the world. And decentralized science is one of those industries which has the potential to really disrupt and not only make a ton of money, but propel humanity forward. So it's blockchain for good, which, funny enough, Research Hub, Brian Armstrong's project, just won 3rd place in the Web3 Oscars for blockchain for good. Like they just, right here. They just won 3rd place in the Blockchain for Good Alliance, Web3. A little bit of a shout out to them right there. I'm going to go just to my face for this part because the final part here it really is something that I want you to think about. And I want you to take a step back from everything that's going on. And I want you to think about the fundamental reasons behind why Bitcoin was created. Bitcoin was created to tackle corruption and misguidance in the financial markets. So every time there's some kind of problem, the governments worldwide print money and they hand it off to their friends and they hand it off to big business owners and they hand it off to the top 1% wealthiest people to try and just but they end up creating a larger and larger gap between the haves and the have-nots, right? Top 1%, bottom 99%. It literally has never been a further gap. So Bitcoin was created to kind of be the solution and absorb some of that monetary misappropriation. Now, if you take that away from the financial industry, right? We have corruption, we have lack of transparency, and we have a siloed efforts of just a select few people having a say in what actually happens. If you look around the world at other industries that have those same 3 characteristics, you don't have to look that far to understand that it is the medical industry. It is biopharma, biotech. We have things like and I don't want to say its name, so the Rona disease that just came through a couple years ago in 2020, in which we saw exactly that. We saw mass censorship, we saw mass surveillance, we saw mass corruption. It was in healthcare. It was in biotech and biopharma. So we have the same things. There's a lot of money, there's a lot of lack of transparency, and a lot of corruption. So the same reasons for why blockchain exists in the financial world, you can take that and put it into the science world, academia, healthcare, biotech, and have the same kind of impact and have the same kind of solution. And so hopefully it's kind of clicking in your head. Those are the 3 reasons in which people are bullish on decentralized science. If you enjoy this video, I go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science and the broader crypto markets, but one of, if not the only channel on the entire internet, which is hyper fixated on bringing you guys the news and the updates that are required to pay attention to. If you guys were paying attention, you would have known that Binance was making this strategic investment into a DeSci project months before they actually announced it, because I was there when they were when they were starting the initial discussions and everything. And I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut about these things. So your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this is worth investing into, and I will see you guys in the daily live streams. Peace.